My culture is important to me because...
Why is culture important?
My culture is important to me because...
My culture is important to me because...
Culture to me is like home.
I like my culture because it makes me who I am.
I like my culture because it makes me unique.
My culture is important to me because it influences like my life, like helps me decide like kind of my decisions, like the mannerisms I like learned through my culture, my heritage, and like my family that they pass on.
Culture to me is like home. When we talk about what our cultures mean to us, it brings us all as a family and as a community. It brings us all together. It reminds me of the importance of being, or not being, but coming back to your roots, coming back home.
My culture is important to me because it's who I am and it's who my family is, or what my family is.
My culture is important to me because it sort of gives me a sense of identity, especially at a time in my life when I don't really know who I am yet and I'm still growing and changing.
It's who I am and it's how I grew up, and I just take pride in all the things that it's taught me.
It lets me get to be more oriented in my family. I get to be more in touch with them because nowadays it just feels that I've been a part of the culture. I can say that I want to get closer to them.
My culture is important to me because it kind of ties like my whole family together.
My culture is important to me because it's what makes us unique here at DLS and Convalette. It's our foundation, it's where we came from, it's what we grew up on. Even though we might go to school, we might have our own routines, we have our own the way we dress. I know it's something that we need to hold on to in the future. We don't want this to go away. It's something that we should embrace.
Does your family have any traditions?
Yes, this tradition. Oh yeah, the bless.
The mano. It's like paying respects to elders kind of thing. And I still do that at church.
Within Asia, I mean, a lot of people think we have a general culture, but I mean, there's a lot of different countries within Asia, and each one has their own individual culture.
My family always celebrates Chinese New Year. We always have the red envelopes. That's always key because it's good luck to give out the red envelopes and you get money. Every Christmas season, there's this thing called Simbang Gabi, and we go to church very early in the morning, and then afterwards there's like a big feast with like all this food and everyone just celebrating, and it's really fun.
Luckily, I've been involved in this Filipino cultural dance company since I was 12. Besides teaching me about cultural dance and about history about the Philippines, it teaches me about my culture around my community.
The food we eat, I guess that's part of our culture, especially with Filipinos. We always have the lumpia and adobo and all that stuff.
I like to cook, honestly, but Filipino foods, obviously my mom teaches me how to cook everything. I can throw my own like flavor and stuff into it.
Being with family a lot of the time and hanging out with them is a really important part that I live out today.